Here's another example on function of function. We are given g of x equals to 2x minus 3 and f of x equals to x plus 3 divided by 2. We need to find what is the value of g of f of x, and we need to find what is the value of f of g of x, and then answer how are the given functions related. Now let's look into it. G of fx is given to us as 2x minus 3. So when we say g of fx, x should be replaced by f of x, which is x plus 3 over 2. So we can write g of fx as equal to, g is 2 times x minus 3, so we'll say 2 times, and instead of x I will write f of x, which is x plus 3 divided by 2, and it's minus 3, right? So that is g of fx. So you look into the function g of x, replace x with f of x. That's what it means. Now we can simplify this. So when you multiply 2 by 1 over 2, you get 1. So we are left with x plus 3 minus 3, and that gives us x. Right? So g of fx in this case is equal to x. Now let us evaluate an expression for f of gx. Now f of gx will be, look into the function f of x, replace x with the function gx. So the function is x plus 3 divided by 2. We have to replace this x with g of x, which is 2x minus 3. So doing so, we get 2x minus 3, that is replacing x with 2x minus 3, g of x, that is plus 3 is the next term divided by 2. Now that gives us 2x minus 3 plus 3 is 2x. So we have 2x divided by 2, which is also equal to x. So what we find in this case is that g of fx and f of gx is same and both are equal to x, right? Part C is how are the given functions related. Now what we see here is there is definitely a relation between these two functions. So when we find function of function either way, we get the same value. Normally function of function may not give you the same value, right? But whenever you get same value and that too equals to x, we say that f of x is inverse of g of x. We say f of x is inverse of g of x, right? So we'll study inverse functions in detail and you'll realize what it really means. And also g of x is inverse of f of x. So what I'm trying to say here is if the two functions are inverse of one another, then g of fx and f of gx will always be just x. Okay, so that's the learning which we get from here. I hope that's clear. Thank you and all the best.